Why, hello there, folks, and welcome back to Fate in Space. We've caught our friends here in a little bit of a predicament fighting the Lizard Assassin. Allow me to join them in chat. What's up, bros?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I'm leaving.
I forgot I was doing that voice.
Only for
Sorry, guys, I gotta go again.
Something came up, dude. I have no idea. Speaking of that, we got Aldris back, bro.
Oh, my God.
Oh shit, I came up with an idea for that lollipop. What was
I
it?
was doing that voice.
The weed pop?
Yeah, what was it again?
It's just like a slow effect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you came up with an idea what it does?
Yeah, I want it to be kind of like, you know how like those sci-fi movies when you get near a black hole, time slows down? So I want it to be like a slow effect.
That could very much work.
So you're like Max Payne is what you're saying.
I'm like, who?
Take drugs, slow down time.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Yes.
Or drink lots of coffee. One of those will work. Anyway, since Mr. Aldris is indeed back, has taken no damage, to celebrate this momentous occasion...
You go first!
Realistically, you can if you wish. Technically, you were here with us in spirit. There's a mechanic with this fight. At the beginning of each round, the Invoke Insights moves from person to person. Basically, it's Nara and the Kabuto scans letting you know you're being targeted by a sniper. We now know where that sniper is. If the Insights Invoke remains on top of you, it's basically a +6 to hit from all the way across the arena.
Oh, good.
And it's just kind of going to happen. Now, of course, you can shake it, you can defensive boost, whatever you want to do. Of course, we have Aldris Magic, and your guys' defense rolls are normally +4 anyway, +2. It's basically a +6. You can kind of nullify it that way. Nara found a way to, like, scramble his aim. The thing with this one, though, is he attacks at a +3. The Insights gives him a +3. I might have messed up the math a few times last session, so it brings him to a +6. Basically, the Insights is better than a normal Invoke, but without it, he only shoots at a +3, which is not great. You may go first if you wish, Mr. Aldris. Otherwise... I forgot who went last, so whoever has the coolest idea can go first.
I guess I'll go first.
Excellent.
I will move up here, and I'll just try to give Gigi a speed boost, I guess. Maybe she can avoid being grabbed again.
I'm very hurt, so yes, please, thank you.
You need all the speed. Oh, God.
It'll balance out my my weed.
Also, I did say, essentially, for any buffs or boosts or anything along those lines, you need to beat a 2 when you're buffing somebody. Technically, you're creating an advantage. If you tie, you can create a boost or free invoke an existing aspect. We can apply that to her system boost instead of making a new one.
Sure.
All right. Boop. All right, so you're not traditionally hasted via magic, GG, but your system boost, because Aldris is pretty good with computers, one might say, is back online.
Magic doesn't care about technology.
True that. He's a
Maybe
little
magic
rusty.
is just technology we haven't perfected yet.
Super advanced technology, I see.
Yes, just like Ice King's crown. All right. Because there's only 2 enemies left, 2 of you can go, then 1 will go, then the last guy will go. So, Aldris, who's next?
Gigi, because she just got her buff.
Okay,
Good luck.
thanks! Okay, who's left?
Shield Boy is currently holding Ryder and Nara, meaning neither of them can move, and oh my god, I almost said Spear. The Spear one's dead, effectively. It's particles shot over...
If I get out of my ship, I can move.
This is quite true. Very dangerous, but definitely true. Gigi, as you look around, you see many, once again, not enemy ships, you just see other bounty hunters, treasure hunters, people of that nature flying very cleanly around you guys towards this crazy bright light off in the distance. There are... like I sort of said before, like silt clouds floating about. They look very similar to that picture I showed you guys. And the sniper's attempting to hide behind them. Unfortunately, when you guys killed the spear one, part of its body looped on over there, so you guys know his location.
Hey, Nara, how's that hug?
Getting pretty tight.
You can handle a bit more, right?
I mean, like, theoretically, yes. You know, I'm not really a touchy-feely kind of person.
Which is why I squeeze you every chance I get.
All right, I'll suffer for a turn if that's what you're asking.
The sniper hurts more!
Yeah, it's fair.
All right, I want to shoot this fancy weed pop at the sniper.
Alrighty then.
I think it would have been funnier if it was smoke that you blew at them.
I mean, either way, I don't care how I shoot it.
Technically, it's anything. She's not shooting the pop. She eats the pop and then fires it off.
Exactly.
Yeah, precisely.
What's the difference?
Alrighty, unfortunately, that will indeed
I want to add a fate point.
A miss. Go ahead and do that then. Specifically a fate point or a boost?
There's the system boost.
Oh. Is it going to benefit me if I go 3 higher?
Always, yeah.
Then yes, I will do both.
That brings you to a 6, which is exactly 3 higher. Wonderful. What do you want it to be? Slow field? What is it?
Yeah.
Alrighty, do you indeed fire smoke up this guy's ass?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. A slow field surrounds him as smoke begins to engulf the sniper from a distance. He's attempting to move around it, but it's got him pretty tight. Who would you like to prepare their next action, Gigi, as the shield gets ready to go?
Nara.
All right. Simply, Mr. Shield Boy is going to squeeze both Ryder and Nara. So both of you please roll to defend. Alrighty. He's going to go ahead and cash in grabbed and grumpled on the two of you, which will bring that up to one each on top of both of you. So that's 2 shifts of damage to Nara and Ryder, unless you guys want to use something to avoid that.
I'm grabbed though, right?
You are currently grabbed. He's squeezing you, then he's using the grabbed aspect to squeeze harder.
I will use my boost to get out of that damage.
Yeah, that nullifies it completely. That is a tie. Ryder, how about you? It's 2 shifts of damage.
I already took it.
So he squeezes down on both of you. Nara, you're able to utilize your system boost to wiggle in just the right way that he's not able to completely clamp down and administer the pain. But as he squeezes onto both of you, the shielded Lezrin assassin begins to fly around this area, and he's ramming the two of you into various flying asteroids, and he actually flies really close to one of the enemy ships that's kind of flying about trying to go to this light, and he scrapes up against the side of him. Fortunately, they kind of dip out of the way, Nara, so that you don't take the full damage, but Ryder, you take 2. Nara, you are indeed next.
Can I break the hold?
Very much so, yeah. That's an overcome roll.
All right, what do I roll for that?
Realistically, your choice, but whichever move you can justify, you can pilot your way out of it. You can say you use your crafty boys to get out of it. Up to you.
All right, I have my bots help me.
Alrighty, we do not succeed with style, Nara, but you're able to indeed break out of it. The normal number to break out of that is a 2. You roll a 4, so good job there. You are no longer grappled. You are free. If you wish to move, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna move out of range.
Alrighty, and as you scoot away, Ryder, you see your ally break free of this grapple. What do?
Are my arms able to move or no?
You can definitely move your arms. You're just limited.
I'm going to press a little hatch on the side of my robot's leg, and it's going to pop out an EMP grenade, and I'm going to chuck it at his chest.
All right, excellent. What's your intention with this?
To try to deactivate him or like mess with his thing so I can get out.
Go for it. All right, roll shoot. You got to be a 2. Excellent. All right, you two, you are no longer grumpled. Congratulations. You are now free to fly about as you see his systems scattered. He, unfortunately, lets go of you as well, and he reaches out and is like, no, I had 2, now I have 0.
No, come back.
Baby, come back. A single metal tear drops from his stupid little face. And across the way, Mr. Sniper would like to take his turn. He sets his sights on you, Mr. Aldrin. Please roll me to defend.
Please don't. Oh, God.
Didn't roll that. I rolled literally nothing.
Ouch.
All right, I do have a slow field on me, which you can invoke. There are 2 on there.
Then I'll only take 2 damage.
Indeed, only 2 shifts of damage. As a beam flies past you, Georgiana, Ryder, and Nara, slamming into Aldris's mechanical goodness. Seeing all this bullshit, he's like, not feeling, and he will just zoom away. He's not good at the defense, but actually, you know what? No, you put slow field on him, so I'll cut his speed in half. Normally, they can move 2 for free. He can only move 1.
Excellent.
Alrighty, and Ryder, you went last. Who's next?
Aldreus.
All right, before you go, Mr. Aldris, someone is hailing all of you.
No.
Wait a second. Who's hailing us without my know-how? My know
Like it's coming up on all of our robot or things.
So they're actually hailing the Kabuto, which would go directly to you and secretly also Nara, but by extension, this would reach out to all of you.
So Kabuto is letting me know someone's hailing us?
Indeed.
Kabuto, does it look like a line that we know?
It took a moment to verify the line, but yes, this is someone we should know.
Answer it.
Understood. And as the Kabuto does, you get a very crackly, just like an image is pulled up of an individual that looks relatively familiar, but they look very pissed. They look pissed, and their eyes look, we'll just say, a little too large for their head. There's definitely something wrong here. And Ryder,
Do I recognize them?
oh yeah, you very much recognize this individual.
Great.
He looks different, though. this very much looks like Duke Lancaster, the guy you caught a long while back. You whooped his ass, Ryder. I think you cut his arm off or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, something along those lines. And then Teve did, well, we don't want to know what Teve did with him. Like I mentioned, his eyes are far too large, and they're kind of moving about independently as he grabs onto whatever mechanism's in front of him. Clearly, the audio and visual system, he kind of pulls it closer to himself, getting a little too close to the mic, then kind of pulls it back a bit, and he kind of scoffs at it. Looking into it, he speaks. He says, Ryder?
Yes, Duke?
Oh, yes, I'm using that bot here, am I not? No, this isn't a Duke, this is Teve.
Steve, I thought you were dead.
No, you mean the body that was sliced up?
Yes, very sliced up. I see what you used Duke for now.
We needn't worry about that for now.
I know that we're in the middle of a battle and all that. Are you in somebody else's body?
As I mentioned, we don't need to worry about that.
Okay, can you,
Well, I'm glad you're
can
still
you answer
alive,
one
Steve.
question? Could you answer me one question?
What would be that question, Nora?
Is the body that we thought was your body not actually your body?
The hand kind of, this like right hand whips up, and he pokes himself in the eye and goes, and then he kind of pulls his hand back, and he physically pulls it back, looking at it, and he says, correct. I am primarily located in these two wonderfully beautiful orbs. That body was more of a decoy.
Oh my god.
Wait, Teve, so you're just eyeballs?
Correct.
That's
I thought we were
incredible.
friends, Teve. Why would you not tell me this?
Oh my god.
I'm showing you now, am I not? This is a secret that you should hold close to your chest.
We'll be sure
I'm
to
glad
take
you're
it to our
contacting
grave.
me now, because I actually was deeply saddened to see your gooey little body dead.
But I guess it's not your gooey little body. That's really weird.
He sarcastically smiles, and it looks incredibly off. He's like he's trying to learn how to use the face
I guess
properly.
now I can see your facial expressions.
Indeed, this thing's
Small
horribly,
blessings.
horribly awkward to move in, though I absolutely hate it. But I'll have to use it for now. What the hell is going on?
We're currently under attack. That's what's going on. Why?
Why does it look like I messaged hundreds of hunters and you?
Well, there is a thing in your office said, look out in the sky. There's something pretty or something like that.
You can see he's like scrolling through his datapad and like scoffing. He's like, this is too flowery and too nice. I would never speak to him like that. Oh, God. And he just kind of throws it off the side, says, no matter. Whatever it is you're doing, please wrap it up quickly and tell everyone to come back. Clearly.
You're saying don't go to the big bright light in the sky?
No, I didn't call you here. Someone else did.
So you don't know what's in the big bright light in the sky?
I have no idea.
Where are you currently located?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, we're currently fighting the dude that killed you, so...
Well, please kick his ass and then maybe we can meet up later. Let's just say I'm somewhere safe.
Oh, just FYI, since you reaching out to me, I should let you know on a little secret. Well, I guess it's not really a secret now. Maybe I don't know. But Wiley's dead.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah, I kind of stabbed him in the brain.
I heard rumors down the pipeline. Wasn't sure if they were true, but I'll take your word on that.
I'll call you back on this line after we're done killing this thing.
Yes, have fun. And he
Try.
very obviously is like missing the screen, trying to hang up, and he gets really frustrated and kind of just slaps it, and it just shuts off.
Why does this remind me of Men in Black, where the big roach takes over? Edgar!
Oh, yeah.
Edgar!
Your skin's falling off your bones. Alrighty, while this conversation is happening, Aldris, you are indeed taking your turn and doing your thing. The sights, though, are going to move on to Nara. Well, actually, no, Gigi. Sorry. Gigi was
Yeah, I
first.
was like, I feel like I just went.
You did. All right. So, Gigi, you're now locked on to.
Great.
Oh no.
All right, Aldris, what say you?
It's time for me to try and trap the shield boy in like a gravity field or something.
Alrighty, sounds good. Ooh.
Aww.
A tie.
I'll use a fate point, why not?
Alrighty. All right, we'll say grab field. One invoke, we'll throw it on him. And much like the other ones, he can also move quickly, but y'all slowing him down, not so much now.
And then I'm going up here.
All right, you fly about, you see multiple mechs and ships are flying by you guys now, and they're kind of watching, but not. They're confused as to what the hell is going on. Who's next?
I would say we should stop them, but I really don't care right now.
Ryder's next.
All right, Ryder, what you got?
I want to kill them all. So there I was, right? In space, next to a Lazarin assassin. I take aim. I take out my blicky, and I shoot him in the face.
Go for it.
AKA Lazarin shield guy.
I hope so. The sniper is so far away, that's like a -8 to hit, I think. Alrighty, you rolled fantastically, and I rolled horribly. Would you like to use any of those invokes?
Thank you. Yes.
Which one? We have a grab field and a shield glitch.
Oh, I was gonna use my boost, but sure, let's use one of those.
All right, one or both?
Both.
All right, boop and boop. That is a +4 to your roll, which brings you up to a 10 against my 5. And this boy is going to get hurt just a wee bit.
Wait, can I use my boost too?
You may if you want. Do you want to?
Si, senor.
Okay. That brings you up to a 12, which is 7 shifts of damage. All right, so that's going to be his
Spicy.
moderate consequence and one of his stress boxes.
You think you have a shield? Well, defend this!
All right, he's been doing a fantastic job blocking and shielding against you guys, but you caught him off guard, and you absolutely shred through this fool.
You could say I'm seeing some cracks in his shield.
Oh! Alrighty, would you like to move, good sir?
Nah, he knows not to mess with me, or I'm gonna do it again.
All right, well, he angry, so he's going to fly towards you.
Well, whatever. Shouldn't have done that.
He's going to try to give you a hug, good sir. Please roll me to dodge. Both of his shields go flying out at you, attempting to wrap around your mech and bring you nice and close.
It's all part of the plan.
You wanted to be
Hug
close.
time.
I want to be very
All
close
right.
to him.
This one's called Grabbled because typing is hard, and this sounds funny.
Nar, your turn.
Grabbed or grappled? Why not both? All right, Nara, you see this thing fly by as he smashes one of the side ships that's flying towards this light out of his way, grabs onto Ryder, and Nara, you're up.
I want to make the shield glitch have more invokes.
That is indeed a debuff, so go ahead and roll Hack makes the most sense. And while his physical defenses are good, his hacking defenses are not so good. All right, that is a tie, so you can add 1 to it because it already exists.
Perfect.
You said the shield glitch specifically, right?
Yeah,
All right, we'll add 1 free invoke to that. Do you wish to stay where you are?
I'm gonna move back.
All right, you move onward closer to your bud. Georgiana, as Sniper Boy is taking aim, what do you decide to do? He's looking right at you.
I'm gonna take aim right back. Yeah, I'll do an acid one.
Ballsy. All right, so first you got to move on in as he's too far away. And his defenses aren't very good. But guess what? Was this an attack or invoke?
It's a full-on attack.
That's a full attack. You tied on an attack. Do you know what that means when you tie in an attack?
I have no idea.
It means you gain a boost.
Cool.
Your allies are very far from you, though, but I'll let you throw it to one of them. Who would you like to boost? They're all equally far from you.
I was about to say, who's technically closer?
All of them are 2 zones away.
I will give it to Aldris.
We'll make it easy and just say it's a... We'll say it's in a... Because you're moving into shoot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just say, like, boost. But we'll say better aim. Just better aim. Because boosts go away quickly anyway. So this will be an offensive boost to you, Mr. Aldris. Anything you shoot at, or have to aim at, so offensive shit only, you'll get a free bliss too. All right, no damages. The boys need able to move, and once again, not feeling your general situation. Please roll to dodge, Mr. Georgiana. As you're getting closer and closer to this light, you can see some absolute batshit colors from this distance. You are surrounded by pirates and hawkers and mechs and bounty hunters of all types. Ooh, you rolled a 6 against my 5. Okay, that is no damage whatsoever. And once again, not feeling it, but you can tell something has shifted ever so slightly. The insights will go ahead and move on over to you, Nara, as he is indeed taking aim on you. But once he does, you can tell something different, something unique. The two are attempting to communicate with each other. Because you guys are in between, you intercept it. And the Kabuto is helping to assist, and while it's decoding, it takes just a second. Georgiana, who's next?
Aldrin.
All right, Aldris.
Which one is it?
Aldrin.
Close enough.
Your new name.
Close enough. Oh, there already is an Aldrin. Anyway, you guys can tell, as the Kabuto lets all of you know, all at once, team, it seems that the Lazarin assassin is reallocating its aim.
Like the sniper?
What does that mean?
Indeed, it seems Nara is not its actual target. And I will
Who is
move
the target.
Yeah, can you tell who it is?
I will move the insight target over to the Kabuto.
No.
Oh my.
No.
Absolutely not. That's not allowed.
Kabuto,
Yes, Ryder.
when I say get as far away from this area as possible, fly.
My current distance should be quite sufficient. I fear the enemy will follow no matter what we do. I believe we have but a moment to defend. And effectively, what that means is...
I'm so close to killing it.
What that basically means is, for this round, you guys can attack, you guys can do what you want to do, but the next round, so this is basically a countdown for the Kabuto. You have the end of the next round. So to be super, super clear, we have this round. The end of the next round, they're going to do a huge, massive, all-out Lesren attack on specifically the Kabuto. You can tell she's been targeted because the Lesren Assassin's here to take back something. And that certain something is the certain something that Nara stole and shoved inside the Kabuto. You don't have it, she does. And if they can't take it back, they'll just destroy it. It has one prime directive. You guys are getting in the way, you're getting annoying. So you basically have 2 turns to do what you want to do. You can attack, you can defend, you guys can create advantages specifically for the Kabuto to get in the way to stop whatever the attack is. So either of those things are perfectly acceptable. And also to be clear to Aldris, the Lesren shield is incredibly tanky. Attacking it or creating advantages on it almost don't work at all. They spent 2 turns trying to attack it. It rolls at a baseline +6, just so you know.
Nice.
Yes, it is very tanky. So
we can only move 1 tile, right?
You can move 1 tile per turn, correct.
Not diagonal.
You can move diagonally, it's fine.
Okay. I'll go here then. I don't think I can really do it from here, but I want to try to make like a shield on the Kabuto.
Sure. I will say because it's 1 extra space away, the challenge level will be a 3. Okay.
I
It don't
think I did
matter.
it.
It don't matter. Okay,
Is it 3?
what kind of shield is this?
Probably just like pulling a whole bunch of space rocks
Ooh,
out of the
right.
area and just shoving it in front of it.
All right, rock shield with 2 free invokes. We're gonna go ahead and put that on the Krabuto, and I'll put insights up here, knowing that's the bad one, and I'll put the good ones here. All right, a rock shield is erected around the Kabuto as our boy flies on in. Who's next, Mr. Good Sir?
GG.
All right, G, what say you?
Acid sword.
Ooh, flying directly to him. All right,
Yeah.
is this going for damage?
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't roll very well for defense, as we can plainly see. That is a 3 against my 0. Are we utilizing the slow field, or are we just going to keep that as is?
Does he have like a shit ton of damage to go?
So for reference, he's taken, in terms of physical stress, he's taken the 4, the 3, and consequence, he's taken the 2.
I will use slow field on my last fate point.
Use them both, okay? That brings you up to what, 7?
Yeah.
Ow, okay, that's the severe consequence and a physical stress. So that actually does put a debuff on him, technically, that will slow him down. So because of that, I'll just keep the slow field as is. Go ahead and just use your fate point. I'll just leave the slow field there so you can invoke it against him when they do their multi-super attack.
Okie dokes.
All right, and as you are meeting this thing in melee range, it attempts to block with this giant, like, metal sniper, and you slice right on through it and basically cut it clean in half. And like I said before, that like the ferro fluid, it gets all spiky and it's freaking out and it's latching back onto itself with just strings of metal as the liquid turns and twists and forms a ball again, shakes and then bursts out and forms a body again. This time a little bit smaller, and it is shakily, like aiming at you, aiming at the Kabuto. It is 100% falling apart. The shield boy will go ahead and take his turn. And then do you want Ryder or Nara to go?
Ryder.
All right, Ryder. Speaking of Ryder, he's going to go ahead and give you a nice little squeeze, good sir. Please roll me to defend.
Now I know Ryder can survive being squeezed.
All right, he's going to use that big old grab and bring it up to a 5 against your 2. Would you like to do anything about that?
We're gonna tell him no.
All right,
I
you
don't
tell
wanna be grabbed.
Okay, you tell him no. You're using a fate point. We're using shield glitch. What are we doing?
No, I'm just telling him no.
Oh, okay.
Simple.
please,
Yeah,
please, sir.
I didn't. Yeah, I guess a fate point because I don't really have a boost.
Fair enough. All right.
Wait, I want to use Aldrich magic. I have a little bit in my gauntlet, and I'm like, no.
Excellent. And that brings you up. You take 1 shift of damage from that.
Cool.
All right, and it is indeed your turn. He bangs you up against some rocks, and another flying by ship. People are starting to kind of clear the way, but you're able to skirt most of the damage.
I am going to do another bomb to get him off of me.
All right, fair enough. Just a 2. Alrighty, you are indeed free. You're no longer grappled. We'll throw that out the window. Well, I have 1 invoke, so it's technically a 3, but regardless, you got a 4. You cleared it, you're good. All right, where are you choosing to move to?
Right there.
Scooting away. All right, you fly away from the shield boy and Nara. It is indeed your turn. Your team is fairly spread out. You can see that Gigi has the sniper pretty much in her sights, holding her down. The shield's behind you, chasing after Ryder and kind of just all of you in general. And we have a single rock shield on the Kabuto.
Who's after me?
You're not sure if the shield's going to come after you next or someone else.
All right, I'm going to give Gigi a boost.
Because she's 2 zones away, it'll be a 3 challenge.
Okay.
You can roll Hack into the Mindscape if you want. Like specifically roll from that because it gives you a +2 when you roll.
Thank you.
Excellent. All right, I said it was a 3. You beat it by 3, meaning this is a super boost. All right, she has GG system boost, or you can create a new one. Your choice.
How many boosts can she get?
This is going to give her 2. So basically,
But it would all have to be under the same one, correct?
No, you can give me different ones.
No, it has to be 1. I will say specifically for now, you can add 1 to GG system boost and make another new one and have that be +1 if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, what do you want the new one to
So
be?
1 to GG system boost.
Okay.
1, is that like a speed thing?
Basically, so the system boost, we're allowing that one as a generic boost. Basically, you're just buffing up the mech. So if the other one has to be a little more specific, like her gun, sword, shield, something more specific.
Is it at the end of this round or at the end of next round that they're going after the Kabuto?
The end of the next round, it's going to automatically do something bad.
Okay. Just to be clear, I'm trying to take those people out.
Okay.
Unless you guys think that I should do something for the other people.
So who exactly is attacking the Kabuto? Just the sniper guy or both of them?
They're going to do some sort of combined effort
Yeah.
as like a final attack.
What's that thing with they touch fingers or whatever?
Fusion dance?
Yeah.
Yes. Basically, they're going to fusion ha, and then bigger, nastier lizard assassin, and then spike through.
But also I'm going to buff GG's gun for an attack.
All right, excellent. How many Gs? All the Gs. Alrighty, and on that note, it's just going to take a regular shot at you in a close range. Miss G, so please roll to dodge. Wonderful. I'll take a boost, why not? All right, another warning that they are indeed preparing and getting closer to whatever this something is. Looking over at the Lezerin shield, it sort of shakes itself, and it has had the ground field on it. It's going to basically just absorb that entirely. And then the slow field on the Lezerin boy is also going to be absorbed. Not the whole thing, just the one invoke, as they are adapting to their surroundings. He's not going to bother moving because you keep chasing him and he can't move.
Excellent.
Alrighty. We'll say, because you got boosted, GG, we'll say you go.
I will swing it with my sword again.
You're
Get
going
his
for,
ass.
well, you do have a boost in your gun, so up to you.
Can I shoot from close range?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'm going for the kill, so I'll just lob an acid grenade.
All right. The classic. You can't go wrong with this one. Well, that's going to hurt.
Do I need to make it hurt more?
Using your GG gun to boost it brings you up to an 8 because you are indeed shooting. Let me use one of my scene fate points to re-roll. All right, that's 4 shifts of damage. You can tell while shooting at him that a little more damage wouldn't hurt.
Sure, system boost my aim.
Alrighty. And as you lock on to this foul foe, Georgiana, you're going to temporarily down it, which will reduce the oomph of the big attack, whatever that big attack is. How's this look?
I just lob an acid grenade like as hard as I can because I'm, angry, and then I'm gonna kick it.
Kick the grenade?
The sniper.
Okay, just double checking. I'm not sure if you were like setting yourself up for like a spike, whatever, some sport term where you kick a ball.
No.
All right, excellent. Yeah, you kick balls with your feet, right?
Totes.
Yeah, over the net. There's a sport. I forgot what it's called, but it's cool. Anyway, yeah, you just lob into this dude, and the acid just rips through it. The metal particles spread and scatter everywhere. You have no idea where he physically is, but this has done a pretty horrible amount of damage to it. He's not going to get a turn, basically. You completely nix that. If you wish to move, you're more than welcome to do so.
No, I want to kick it. Any piece I can just wail out at.
All right, who's next?
Aldrin. Aldris.
One day.
I missed you in both games. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna go full defense.
Sure.
I try to put up like a hard light shield in front of the rock shield.
You can go nuts. You can layer as many shields as you want. Go for it. As you're closer.
I'm just gonna try to put more.
Challenge is only 2. All right, and we can only invoke once anyway, so that's perfectly fine. Hard light shield. We got 1. That in the way. Alrighty, who's next? Ryder, because I think she's still AFK. All right, Ryder, what you got?
Hello, I'm here. I want to shoot the shield guy.
Just for damage?
Yeah, because I hurt him really bad last time.
All right, go for it.
Did I not?
You did in that one shot, yeah. It hurt quite a bit. I think it was 7 shifts of damage?
Acting like I didn't hurt it.
Oh, I mean, 7 shifts is a lot. It's just that's the only damage he's taken, so.
Punk.
Alrighty, a tie means you get a boost on your, you said shoot?
Can I use your shield glitch?
You very much can, yes.
And can I use Aldris magic?
That'll be 4 shifts of damage. All right, your shot is powered. Both shields are erected, but you can...
By the bird magic!
You can see a flow through the metal of something ain't right. And the shot just pierces through both shields and strikes it in the chest. it balloons up and then kind of grunts down on it and tries to hold itself still. All right, Nara, what say you? This is your team's last turn until something really bad happens.
Can I make sure that it doesn't meet the shield?
So we can't stop that necessarily, but you can put stuff out to slow it down and to get in its way.
Would it be better to... Well, I guess we don't know what it's going to do, so I can't really shield the Kabuto.
No, you can definitely shield the Kabuto. Aldous has shielded it twice, with a hard light shield and a rock shield.
Oh, well, then I'll definitely try shielding it.
Okay.
The sniper's already going to connect with it. Like, slowing it down won't do much, will it?
Any extra thing, any extra layer of defense you guys can add is going to be really useful in about a second.
All right. I'm going to help shield the Kabuto. We've got a hard light shield, a rock shield,
Mm-hmm.
and
A challenge 3.
A challenge 3?
Mm-hmm. Rather than 2, since you're 1 away. You can roll a hack, technically, because the Kabuto is an ally. You can boost its systems. That is something you're allowed to do.
Yeah, I'll boost its systems.
Okay. Beautiful. You beat it by 3, so that's a +2 already.
Woohoo!
So we'll just say snazzy systems.
Sweet.
We get that good shit. All right. She's primed, ready for dodging. All right. Shield Boy instead is just going to basically buckle down on himself and create a boost for himself. Indeed he is. Okay. Good thing I didn't shoot that at anybody. Jesus Christ. Alrighty. Let's see. A warning is issued out as the shield zips past you, Nara, and then zips past you as well, Ryder. It slams into an errant ship that wasn't exactly able to get out of the way in time. And as it does, you see small pieces of metal culminating and being pulled with some sort of force towards this location. And as it's pulled, the shield gets larger and larger. And overall, the enemy itself gets larger. And the whole thing mounts itself up on one of these floating asteroids. Its legs, if you want to call them that, stick in. 2 more legs shoot out. A massive rifle is formed from this gelatinous liquid metal. Its whole body is almost just this rifle. As it steadies its aim, looks directly towards the Kabuto, and gets ready to fire. Basically what's going to happen here is the protect action is technically a reaction any of you can take if you wish. I'm going to shoot a really, really, really big shot. Georgiana, you can remotely control the Kabuto. So when I say roll to defend, the defense roll will come from you, Georgiana. You'll just roll your pilot, because you can control the Kabuto from where you are. If any of you wish to get in the way, that will just reduce the final hit that strikes the Kabuto by that much. Of course, you'll have to take part of the hit and some shifts of damage. I'll probably make it like a flat amount because the initial blast is going to be ridiculous. But if you wish to get in the way, let me know.
I will get
I'll do
behind
it.
all of the shields.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I move that far?
Realistically, this whole single round is going to happen all at once. And realistically, all of you can move one zone during that time while it's charging. You know you cannot stop this thing from charging. It'll be disastrous if that is the case. It is basically going to shoot. This whole round is going to be just one big action of just poof, and that's basically it. And as you see it sort of preparing this gun, it looks like it's going to shoot, but the gun itself begins to sort of spiral at the tip, and this drill begins forming from the barrel of the gun, covering essentially the entire assassin, and it forms a massive conal drill spear. Rather than shooting, it's going to launch itself with absurd force at the Kabuto.
I want to help, but I
Can
don't.
imbue myself with Aldrich magic to jump in the way.
You very much can. I'm going to basically roll, and for each of you that block it, I will reduce the next roll. So for example, I'm going to roll the first one at a +10. If one of you choose to block it, yes, it's big. It's going to be a +10 for the first roll. If you choose to block it, it'll go down by a tier every single time you block it.
Yeah, I'll try blocking it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do the first roll now. I'm going to have to add a +2 on this because I don't freaking have... So that's a 12 for the first attack. It goes hurtling forwards. Gigi and Ryder, you guys are the closest. Do either of you wish to get in the way?
Yes,
Okay. You have for your Protect Love.
I do indeed.
Like I said, the damage you'll take is not going to be the difference. This will be different. Wow, you rolled really good. That's 6. Nice. All right, Georgiana, you fly in the way, and how do you try to get in the way and slow this down? What do you do?
Since I'm so close, I feel like this is just a desperate body leap.
Okay, are you just jumping in the way to like push it out of the way?
Yeah.
All right. As you fling yourself forward, Do you use your mech's hands? Do you use a weapon? Do you use one of your pops?
Probably my mech's hands.
Alrighty. And as it flies towards you, it drills and drills against your hands, Georgiana. You did roll quite well, fortunately, but unfortunately, your mech's hands are just ripped straight off and you were spun off to the side. You'll take 3 harm from that, and it will continue flying forward with absurd speed. Ryder, do you choose to do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to use Aldrich Magic, and I'm going to brace for impact.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll me. You can roll fight. You can roll pilot, whatever you want to do. This is a +9, so whatever this is, +1. That's 11. All right, good sir. And as you two indeed brace for impact, it strikes into you. Are you stopping it with like a shield? Like, what's this Aldrich Magic look like?
Yeah, it's going to be like a cyber shield that shoots up in front of me, like a magical dome of orange glowing light that helps me block.
All right, sounds good. And it also just comes hurling at you with absurd speed as well. Smashes into you. The shield cracks. You think you can maybe hold it for a second, but the boost, the absolute power behind this thing flings you to the side like a ragdoll. The shield shatters, and you also take 3 shifts of damage as the Lesnar Assassin goes hurling past you. And now towards you, Nara. What do you do?
I'm gonna gather all my bots together to create a temporary shield. I'll throw those up.
Alrighty.
I hope I don't die.
I believe. All right, this one's an 8.
Would that be crafts?
You can roll craps. Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty. It smashes into this web of bots that you've created, and they're starting to hold it back, but just one by one, they're popping, exploding. They are being destroyed and torn asunder, and it flies past you, Naras, also smashing you off to the side, and you will take 2 shifts of harm from that.
All right.
And as it closes in on the Kabuto, Aldris, before it, are you getting it? Well, you're going to have to get it before the shield or after the shield?
Actually, I guess I would be in front of the shields. I want to kind of try and use some gravity to steer it off course a bit, but I doubt that's going to do much. So
All right, magic it up, my dude.
I'll just take the extra hit because it's not going to go all the way off to the side.
And again, you try to just pull with whatever gravitational magics you have and move this assassin away. But it too smashes you off to the side and away from the Kabuto. You will take 2 shifts of harm there. And it moves on in to strike against this final shield that we have set up here. I'm only going to be rolling with a +6 since all of you got in the way. I have 2 boosts. We got 3 here.
Only a +6.
Only a +6? You guys have Snazzy Systems, Hard Light, and Rock Shield. Georgiana, as you're able to rewrite yourself, as I said, your mech's hands are destroyed, but fortunately yours are not. The Kabuto is ready for a takeover. Please roll me to dodge. Excellent. We have a 4. And we'll count down all the defensive systems. We have Snazzy Systems, Hard Light Shield, and Rock Shield. That is a +6, bringing you to a 10. That ain't bad. The Lesnar Assassin drills and hurls towards the Kabuto with utmost haste. Rolling at a +6.
Wow.
I'll take the 2 boosts I have, which is Boost Snipe and Insights, the one I've been sitting on this entire time. Goodbye, Insights. And that's actually a +5. Because the Insights gives a +3, plus the 2, +5, +9 is a 14 against the 10. The Lesnar Assassin crashes into the Kabuto, smashing past the shield, smashing past the Hard Light Shield, the Rock Shield, the Snazzy Systems, helping just a wee bit, but not as much as we need them to, as the Kabuto does indeed take a hit alongside her hull. It's only going to be 4 shifts of damage. Fortunately, she isn't too harmed from this, actually. From that distance, Georgiana, you were able to steer the Lesnar Assassin off to the side, and you can tell she's definitely damaged. Whatever shields or defensive parameters that the Kabuto had, she attempted to move in the best way possible. Liam is indeed ready on the cannons. Everything is ready as it should be, and the Lesnar Assassin is in its final step as it sort of reforms back into the body. It's like gelling and like warbling about and looking as if it's potentially going to attack again, but it's unsure. How do the 4 of you respond after it's struck?
Rush over to the Kabuto.
We're all just flying back on in?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fly into get closer to the Lesnar Assassin.
That's actually the Lesnar Assassin, right? It's not like some because you said it was shooting, but it's like shooting itself into it, right?
It basically turned to a giant drill and just rammed the Kabuto, and then it turned back into this slightly humanoid-looking form.
It still looks like a I can still hack into it though, right?
You very much can, yes.
So I'd like to do like a system shutdown.
Go for it.
Would this be hacking to the Mindscape or just hacking?
Just hack, just flat hack. And because you know so much about the Lesbian Assassin, its hacking defenses against you aren't quite as good. I say as I roll a +5.
I'm going to use
Can I
a
shoot
fate
its
point.
ass?
Can you shoot its ass? You know what? While you're trying to hack, Ryder, Georgiana, Aldris, do any of you want to distract this thing to allow her to hack it better?
I was planning to like put it in a hard light ball to trap it.
Go for it. Do that first while she's...
Put it in the grave.
Go ahead and hard light ball me. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not going to even create the aspect. This is all happening pretty much all at once. You trap it in this ball and it's bouncing around the inside trying to get out, and it's like slapping its hands and scratching against the inside of it, attempting to escape. Aldris, as you're holding it firm. Georgiana, what do you do?
Can I have the Kabuto spray paint my tag on this ball of light?
Very much so, yes.
What do I roll for that?
Is that it? Oh,
Shoot, I guess, sure. Alrighty, he succeeded so well with that. If you use one of those invokes, that brings you up to a 4, so he technically has 2 invokes on him, screwing him over. And then Ryder, what do you do?
Shooting him.
Okay. Ooh, nice. Alrighty. Another failed defense. And with this, he is right arm goes out, forms a shield. Your bolts are allowed through the hard light shield, and he's attempting to block them. You can see the bullets are getting through and striking. Nara, you already rolled your hacks. We'll keep your roll, and we'll keep my roll. I rolled a 5 against your 3. If we invoke both Georgiana's annoyance and Aldris's shield, that brings your 3 up to a 7 against my 5, I believe. So yes. What were you attempting to do with this hack? You said system shutdown?
yeah.
Alrighty. You have
Like
studied.
maybe disable weapons or something.
Perfect. You've studied this little shit for quite some time. You've had a specimen for quite some time.
Yeah, F that guy.
Pretty much. And with that, it is fighting back, Nara. It does not want to be held down. You see panic amongst its code. It's trying to, once again, just puke nonsense at you, but we have some filters for that. We know how to get around it.
They're spam filters.
Basically spam filter, yeah. It's being just chucked in the garbage. We're getting all the good data, all the shit that we want to see. And it just screams out again in static. There's words like directive must fulfill, just all this nonsense, all happening at once.
Can I change the directive?
You're not sure if you can, but you can definitely give it a shot. What's your idea?
I want to. Well, I guess I would still work as functionally as the system shutdown. I just think it would be cool if I changed its protocol.
Did you have something in mind?
Did I have something in mind?
Yeah.
Yeah, like return to sender. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You mean like destroy return to sender?
Yeah.
Yes.
could very much go that route. You are definitely in this thing's systems, and it's bouncing around erratically, spiking out, piercing this hard light shield, and it's about to break out, but it calms. The spikes warble down, and it just kind of floats, this ball of mercury. Huge, massive ball of mercury, but it's indeed just floating there in space in the shield. And Nara, you're in. You have a firm connection. Not a dangerous one. It can't send anything back to you, and it kind of just slowly floats away from the Kabuto.
Call it to the Kabuto. Kabuto, Sip Rep, are you okay?
Currently repairing all damages caused by the Lesrin assassin, but yes, we are perfectly fine.
Love it.
So is the Lesbian assassin dead, or?
It's
It's
not dead.
It's in stasis, if anything. Yeah, it's kind of just chilling there. And while this is happening, Aldris, you've felt this voice, this calling during this entire encounter. Something's been scratching at the back of your mind,
Oh, good.
just calling and aching for you. And it's the light behind you, and it's louder now. It's attempting to coerce you to come to it.
Oh, God.
Knowing it's this call has been here the entire time, it's louder than ever now that we're no longer being shot at. How do you feel? What are you thinking?
I'm curious, but I don't really want to go in towards that light.
Fair enough.
Don't go into the light.
Don't go into the light.
As you're thinking, you hear a voice echo inside your skull. A very familiar voice that we haven't heard in quite some time. And it just says your name. Just, Aldris. Come closer, Aldris.
I'm just gonna ignore it.
And as you do, all of you feel something pulse from this light. Looking back, the pilots seem erratic. They're moving about almost nonsensically, and a beam of that light shoots across space and forms an image in between all of you, between the Kabuto, Aldris, Trigiana, Nara, Ryder, and the floating assassin. It's a vague image of the warped weaver that we all met a while back, and it looks to all of you, gives you a quick bow, looks to you, Aldris, and says, "Is this thing bothering you?"
Not so much anymore.
Good. Have you come to fulfill your goal? Do you see things correctly now?
Probably not the way you want me to.
It holds its hand out, and suddenly you feel everything. You vaguely understand why it's here. This light, this power, whatever it is floating around, it feels like raw creation, like the strings that hold everything together, and it's sharing that feeling with you. It's like clay, but you could turn this clay into anything. You wouldn't even need to be a master. You just need to think it, and it's yours instantly. And as that sense of awe and wonder and power wash over you, it sort of pulls that feeling away. And you know he's sharing the feeling of whatever that light is just beyond the way. Tell me that doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like everything.
Feels like something that no one should be able to mess with.
We've heard this before. But why do they say this? Why do they tell us no? Why do they fear us?
What makes you think that you should be allowed to mess with all that?
What makes
when
them...
Not anyone else really can?
Oh, we all can. They just choose not to. We're allowed to. It's our birthright. It's what we do. But what gives them the right to tell me no? If I have this ability, why not use it? I stifle myself. You shouldn't either. It's available to you, Aldris. It's right there. You only need to take it.
It's not something that feels right to mess with, though.
It's checking you out, sort of looking at your mech, but you can tell it's seeing through. It can see you. It's looking directly at you. And then it looks at the rest of you, and you can tell it's also looking through your mech and directly at you. And it motions to the assassin behind you. And it says, "This toy, this paltry assassin, this little beast, it has given you trouble, yes, in the past?
A little bit.
Did it cause you pain? And those you love, pain?"
A bit.
It holds its hand out, does a quick flick of the wrist, and suddenly all of the metal begins to string upward toward this thing's arm, and essentially just disintegrates like into its palm. And it closes its hands, opens its hand, and there's a small little metal ball floating in the hand of this weaver. And it kind of motions upward, and the ball joins the eyes that are rotating and circling around its body. And it says, "As simple as that, the problem is gone, contained, and controlled. Do you see what I mean, Aldris?"
Kind of, but it's much different when you're messing with living things. That was just a robot.
Well, that entirely depends on who you ask. Was it sentient?
I mean, for all I know, no.
Fair. Who is to choose what is and is not sentient? What has life? What has the ability to think? It defended itself, did it not, when you attacked? It didn't want to die.
I don't think it cared if it died or not.
Interesting. Maybe I need to show you one more thing before you understand. Yes?
I'd prefer if you didn't.
It nods. It's like, one more. This image disappears, and that wild, untamed music I told you about before, Aldrin, the beat of its soul, of its heart, is still lingering. During this time, you get a second for a breather. Like I said, Georgiana, your hands are kind of gone. I'm going to replace your moderate consequence with no hands.
You didn't need those anyways.
Yeah. But
I don't need those.
Yeah, I am going to clear everyone's general stress, though. So that all goes kaput, as we do have a second to kind of fix our shields and get all that shit.
I needed that one.
Yeah, get all that shit underway. I'll also give everybody 2 fate points for having completed that. There you go.
My mech has seen better days.
And just beyond the horizon, you can still feel it talking with you, Aldris. And the Lesbian Assassin is effectively gone. It pulled it out of your shield, it pulled it away. Your readings tell you, though, Nari, it's not gone. The Weaver just absorbed it. But you still have some vague connection to the Lesbian Assassin.
A little weird, but
People still going into that light
They're moving closer to it. People seem very much confused. There's all this chit chat of like, oh, what the hell is this? And blah, 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 you know, et cetera, et cetera. There's all this crazy shit. People are super excited because like I said, people were told like, this is the shit. This is 100% the way you make it. This event only happens once in a lifetime.
Wild.
Wait, where is he?
He is at the very, very, very far edge, as far as you can possibly go.
So near the light?
Near the light. If anything, it is the light. I'll go ahead and drag said light on over, and I'll like reconfigure the map. I'm going to put him in the middle. While he is far...
Oh, you're good. It can go back over there.
He can go away. I don't want him anymore.
There we go. Awesome, right there, dead center for y'all.
I blame Aldris.
What?
Yeah, why?
He's connected to the aliens. Good luck. Bye.
Aw.
I was kidding.
Wow.
You feel yourselves pulled closer.
Listen, buddy, I know I adopted you, saved you from your people, but this is a little bit too much.
Wait, you don't want to fight God?
I'm kidding.
I didn't sign up for this anime. And you can tell it's at the center of this light, and it's absorbing whatever that something is. And he's allowing you to connect with him, Aldris. This raw creation, it is pure energy. Anything it could possibly want is at the tip of its fingers. And could be yours as well.
Aldris, use Meek. He's the ultimate weapon.
Use Meek.
Remember, he has a bunch of people things inside of him. He is the thing. He is the key to unlock all of the powers.
And you can tell he's at the center of this light, this collapsed star in the process of dying and letting off its final aching scream. And people are just like moths drawn to a flame, almost stupidly, still flying towards it. And now that you're looking, Aldris, all of you can tell this is weird. It's almost like they cannot control themselves in some strange way.
It's okay. If they're stupid, they deserve to die. Goodbye.
Wow.
And like I said, there's a lot of people here. It's not everybody, but it's almost everyone on Stroy, the planet you guys were just
We are
on.
not heroes. All right. We are bounty hunters. They want to kill themselves on the... Wait, is Chadley out there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wait. We have to go save Chadley.
What do you mean we have to save Chadley?
I have a weird truce with him, okay? It's like, I don't like him, but I like him at the same time. You missed some things. I fought him, but whatever.
They kissed. It was great.
No kissing. But
Are you sure?
there was a gentleman's handshake at the end.
Quote unquote handshake.
Mm,
Anyway, it's at the core of this.
Can I patch into his ship, actually?
Yeah, go for it.
Knock, knock.
He's kind of sort of looking around his ship and then slowly turns to look at the camera and goes, "Aha! Ryder, how are you?
What are you doing?
I'm here for glory. Of course, friend. You're here as well, are you not?"
No, you need to turn around right now.
He wags his finger at the camera. Nah, Ryder.
Listen, hey, listen. You know, I know you know we have, our little squabbles here and there. But when I tell you there's nothing good for you at the end of that light, you are going to die. You need to get as many people as you can and get them away from that light, or you guys are going to cease to exist.
The smile drops from his face and he looks directly into the camera. And you see a light sort of flicker in one of his eyes. Staring directly at you, Ryder. He says, "I know."
oh,
What do you mean you know? Is this not Chadley?
You can tell it's Chadley. You 100% hailed his ship.
Is he being mind controlled?
Looks like it.
Chadley, snap out of it.
He just smiles and waves the camera and says, "Goodbye, Ryder."
Everybody, apparently everyone that's getting closer to that wormhole is being brainwashed.
since I'm
go
kind
ahead.
of connected to him, or he's allowing me to, can I use that connection to stop the brainwashing a little bit? At least with some people.
Yeah, you'd have to get closer, but you definitely can. Go for it.
Sure, he wants me to come closer anyways. Oh, look normal.
I'm gonna hack into Chadley's ship because he has a drone on board. I'm gonna try to hack into that drone.
Do we know how they're being brainwashed? Is it like a sound, or is it the light?
You have no idea.
Could I ask Nara to do like a local area wide, just general hack to, I don't know, put a music video on everyone's sound speakers and screens?
Oh my god, please
A
let me do
music
that.
video.
Please let me put a music video.
That could
on
definitely help.
One, though.
feed.
Positing this question, though, Georgiana, you know Aldris, since he's getting closer and doing what he's doing, that's directly connected to this, he might be able to answer your question. So I'll just go ahead and roll first.
What I feel like this is the weird version of Stranger Things.
I've only seen the first season, so I don't know. I am behind. Aldris, as you reach out and attempt to untether these people, you see at the core of this light, the Weaver's there, and he's weaving. He's pulling this raw creation into this light, and bursts of color like you've never seen occasionally spill forth, and he slowly pulls them back in. And you see thousands of tiny strings flowing from this light. And each string leads to a ship. And some of these strings branch off, presumably into each member of each ship. And you can tell Aldris, this is how he's controlling them. You've pulled these strings out of Gigi's head before.
Well, I guess it's time to get cutting.
So a music video wouldn't help.
Oh no, it might very much might help. It's just this is the direct control. And you can tell he's got like everybody. And they're all just slowly piloting their ships closer and closer. Aldris, you can tell, based off of this sight and based off of what he said, he's most likely going to sacrifice everybody here in order to complete whatever this is. He needs their life force for whatever reason to finish this, to show you something. But Nara, you want to get to hacking and try to interrupt people, you're more welcome to do so. He's split amongst thousands of minds. That must take an absurd amount of force.
This is just reg hack.
Yeah, go for it.
Hack.
Reg hack, yo, we reg hacking.
Embarrassing.
Oh, drop the reg hack, bro, dude. Oh, 3S sucks. That's not very good.
What do I need?
I don't know, bro. How many
Out of 3.
how many people are you trying to hack?
You know,
Like everybody?
like everybody.
Shit, that's a big number.
Am I
use
still able to
great
hack that
points?
drone onto
Or
Bradley's
can I-
thing?
So you can definitely boost it if you wish, Nara. Ryder, do you have a hack skill?
His hack is a gun.
Uh,
The only reason I paused that, Ryder, is because I'm not sure you have a hack skill. So
networking.
you need to hack, hack or craft or something along those lines.
I have a craft skill
Okay, what's your craft?
too.
Go for it. Yeah, roll it.
Fuck.
Alrighty, not the best, but that will assist Nara just a wee bit. Georgiana, would you like to do anything to assist Nara? You know tons of people. Surely you have some connection.
I was gonna say, can I get her some sort of special video? Can I get one that hasn't been released yet?
A special video?
Maybe like early
One that
access.
hasn't been released yet? That sounds suspicious.
I like suspicious.
What do you mean? I'm like, you can probably get anything and everything. So what can I get you that would actually help you?
What are you,
Porn. I'm just kidding.
what are you thinking of?
What do you mean?
What's this special music video that nobody has? What makes it so special?
I mean, in the future, to be a pop star, you have to be like space renowned, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So who's the hottest star who's announced an album in the works and hasn't released something yet?
Give me 1 second.
Like in this.
How do you not know the hottest hit single person out right now?
If one of you can think of a really funny name, please throw it at me. Otherwise, I need to squeeze my brain. It's not working. What the hell?
I'm trying to squeeze you.
Go Go Stardust, brand new single.
I hate it.
Go Stardust. Are we all thinking deeply?
I'm trying.
My brain doesn't work.
All right, I got one for you.
Oh, God.
How about the amazing, wonderful band Xenon?
Oh my god.
Oh, blazing mega fast.
Yeah.
The cyber blast. Would you be my supernova girl?
Yes.
Yes! Perfect!
Their last hit was a while ago, but
Xenon girl of the 21st century.
alrighty. We getting that boom, boom, boom,
Make your heart go.
zoom, zoom. Alrighty, we're throwing that out there. This unreleased song that you somehow found, Georgiana, because you know this individual. Of course you do. What is it? Your networking, whatever your people skill is, Georgiana. Go ahead
That
and
would definitely be networking.
throw that bad boy out there.
Nah, I lowered that, so let's do report.
Report, yeah. Whatever your main skill for talking to people was. All right, perfect. A 2. We don't need to roll very high for these, fortunately. Nara, that 3 hacking turns to a 5 hacking.
Nice.
And this wonderfully, yes,
Go on.
please, you go on. No, you.
Well, I was gonna
No,
ask
you.
if like I was gonna ask if I could use one of my fate points to make it a 7.
You think you can use your fate points around here? Do you know what kind of game this is? This is called Fate, okay?
I just mean
you
like
can.
but would it be helpful?
A 5 is actually good enough.
All right.
I will say, if you decide to use a fate point for this, this is going to work. It's going to basically distract enough people. If you want to use a fate point, you tell me what extra boost bonus you would like, and I will go ahead and let you know, and you let me know if you think it's worth it or not.
All right.
Something beyond, if anyone can think of something beyond just distracting folk.
Just distracting folk?
Yeah, because a 5 is enough to distract people and help Aldris from like untethering. There's a lot of people to untether them. The second you start doing it, the Weaver's going to see and get pissed.
Maybe the Weaver gets the music video.
You know what? Maybe he doesn't understand this kind of music. It's not his jam. If you use a fate point, I'll say he's distracted enough that it's also coming through the wavelengths, and I'll just have more time to like untether folk.
Yes, I will use a fate point for that.
Alrighty. All this happens at once. Gigi, you hit up your contact. We got the newest, latest single from Xenon, and it hits everyone's airwaves. Everybody screens. They're already zombies, but now they're zombies to the groove, to the rhythm. And people start dancing. People start like losing it. You're getting messages back, Gigi, like, how did you get this song? Where did you find this? The Weaver doesn't see this because his rhythm doesn't really work with this rhythm, and it's just kind of confusing. Aldris, you're going around kind of uncorking people, pulling them out of the matrix, if you will.
Yeah, pretty much.
Excellent.
As many people as I can get.
Are released like a newborn babe, covered in goo, as one is, and dancing, as one does. It takes a while for the Weaver to realize this, to the point where it's an exhausting task, Aldris, but you're able to get quite a bit done, actually, and rescue quite a few people. First, the Weaver thinks you're helping, and now it can tell you're very much not helping. And it effectively doesn't say why, Aldris, but you can basically feel the question, why?
Why, Aldris? Why are you doing this?
Why do you care? Why are you doing this? Why do you fight?
I feel like he already knows the answer to that, so I'm just going to not respond.
That essentially is a response. You're being obstinate. This is the same you've ever been. Just over and over and over. You keep just butting heads with him, and incredibly frustrated. Just like, ugh. He looks towards your group, and he's like, what can I do to, let's say. I mentioned before, Ryder, your mech is already kind of busted to shit at the current moment.
Hey, it was repaired a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
And my nanobots helped repair a lot.
Indeed. Oh, I'm
more point at me. Gosh.
Yeah, I more so mean it was beat to shit, not from this fight, but from the fight with Wiley. So it's together, but it's not as pretty as you'd like it. Definitely functional, but you got your buns beat a little bit.
And the Weaver buns out of this.
I'm sorry, dude. They're nice buns, and they're just there. Big target. What can I say? The Weaver sees those buns, and he's like, "Damn, those some nice buns."
They call me Nightwing.
They call me the bun boy.
I'm caked up.
I mean, if you're gonna wear a suit like that, you gotta have some cheek. All right. The Weaver looks towards you, and it notices all these loose strings, all these broken connections. Maybe trying to prove one final point. It sort of whips a cord's worth of them toward itself, and they just fire off at light speed. They strike your mech, Ryder. This won't require a pilot roll to dodge, because he's in your very being. This is going to require a will roll to dodge.
Yeah! Fuck it up!
And Ryder, as these little tendrils jump through your mech, it is almost entirely just undone, just completely. It's almost melting away. And as an emergency response, the Kabuto kicks in, space helmet on, space suit just quickly clicks onto your body so you're not exposed to the vacuum of space. And not when
my mech is melting?
Your mech isn't it doesn't even make any sense. It logically makes no sense. You can feel your skin crawling, but you sort of like eject backwards away just ever so slightly, fast enough. Like with reaction, you gotta move. And your mech is just torn into just slivers. It's suddenly there, and you guys will see this. It's almost indescribable. And suddenly his mech is just not there anymore. It's just turned back into atoms. And Ryder, you can feel these strings are around you now. They're around your body. They're not touching you, but they're floating around you. You can feel a malicious force surrounding you.
Aldris, I don't like the feeling of this.
Can I
put my will stat higher?
Can I try to, I don't know, mimic what the Weaver's doing, but like reverse it, basically?
You definitely can. But like
rebuild the mech and get rid of the other strings?
Yes, go for it. It can feel you're doing that, and it's going to attempt to stop you. Rolling a tie, interestingly. It is going to as well, except it's not a fate point. It is the raw creation of where it is sitting in this crucible. And using that, you can feel, you almost are able to like piece back and pull his mech back together around him. And it just fades away. It just falls away. And it just says, Aldris, you pull from yourself, from a limited pool. I can pull from everything. And I'm only one step away. Why not join me? See how weak you are in your current state.
I mean, that's fine. At least I'm not a psychopath.
How much do you value your friend?
I'm just gonna ignore him again.
You can feel the tethers get closer to Ryder. And while its physical form is not next to you, Aldris, you feel its presence directly in front of you, like it's inside the cockpit with you.
Well, I guess I'm going back to Ryder to try and deal with that.
When you went to like reconstruct this, that should have succeeded. That felt right. That felt good. But the essence it's currently pulling from, Aldris, isn't good and isn't bad. When you struck fists with this thing effectively, it's literally using like raw building blocks of life. And unfortunately, it can pull from this thing infinitely. In whatever this like hole's current state, it is just spitting out pure just matter. It's building blocks of life. You can do anything you want with this. And it feels as if it's perverting it when it touches it and when it turns it and twists it and forces it to do something it can do, but isn't necessarily made to do. You know the magic power that you have within you is not enough to stop whatever this thing's trying to do.
Can I, I don't know, steal what it's using?
Yeah.
If I can?
You definitely do, but it's hoarding it, it's guarding it, and it's trying to show you how powerful it is and trying to show you what you're capable of. Someone floats by you. He hasn't collected all of it just yet, but he's slowly doing that. And the light is getting brighter. The colors are getting more extravagant, and it almost hurts to look at them. Not because they're bright, but because your brain can't comprehend what it's seeing. But yes, if you wished to have access to this Aldris, there's effectively nothing stopping you.
Great, I'll just try to use as much of it as I can. Not like the people that are probably still dying, but whatever's already there.
No one's died.
Not yet.
No, he's going to unravel them. And looking around, okay, people have died shooting each other, but they've stopped. That was them just fighting. People have stopped, though. You do see the wreckage of some ships kind of float by. But besides that, they're all the ones that are remaining kind of like smartened up, and some people are dancing, and they're like looking at this light like, what the shit? Some people are kind of turning away, and he's trying to reconnect them, but this music is distracting both him and them. In order to like pull from this crucible, you would need to get closer and potentially get this thing's permission, but you're not entirely sure.
Well, going closer.
All right, as you fly
as much as I can.
Yeah, as you fly in closer, Aldris, he's right. You can feel it. It's magic. Like you are magic, dude. But this is like, oof, this is something else. You've never felt this before, and it just washes over you, and it kind of drags a finger across the ball of light, and some of it flows out to you, and it's like, see, isn't it nice?
Aldrin.
What? So he's giving me some of it?
Yeah, he's trying to show it to you. Like, look how cool this is.
All right, when he does that, I want to try and just steal as much as I can from him.
Okay, go for it. you know from this angle and with this much power, you could just shoot it back over to Ryder if you needed to.
Make some babies.
I'm sorry, what?
Make some babies.
Huh?
Like baby birds?
Yes.
No, that's not the plan right now.
You have creation magic at the tip of your fingers.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I don't want my wingman to be the last of his kind.
Alrighty, and throwing the Crucible of Creation over to you, Ryder, as Aldris fires this at you. Your mech before looked pretty dope, but you needed to fix it. You know you needed to fix it. We were kind of in some downtime. We didn't really have all the time in the world to fix it. It is being recreated rapidly in the exact image you want. So we know how cool your mech looked before. What is the coolest version of Ryder's mech possible? What upgrades would you throw on this bad boy?
Good question. DM, you kind of put me on the spot there.
That's what I do.
Give me a second to think. Could have asked me this a second ago.
While he's thinking about that, the Weaver does look to you, Aldris, as if to say, why do you keep... It's so... just like, that's a mech! You have infinite creation, and you make a mech. That is the emotion you're getting from this thing. Just pure... Not even anger. It's disappointed. It's just, it literally cannot comprehend why you're doing this. You could create worlds. You could literally make a galaxy and have it be birthed and people evolve and change and move and all these planets and everything just flow and form and have all of it just collapse into itself and then be birthed again infinitely over and over. And you could see that and you felt that and you just made a mech and it's looking at you like, what are you doing?
I flip him off. I know he can see me.
Perfect.
The bird gives the bird.
Yeah.
Excellent. And all that rage and all that frustration, and it just looks towards you and just, fine. The others won't join me. You won't join me. I guess you can join the Fallen then. And
Okay, I have an idea.
excellent. As he says that, he does begin disassembling various mechs and just people from all around. You're just pulling their life essence into this. And Ryder, your mech begins to form around you.
It kind of looks like the mech that you see in the picture,
Mhm.
but out of the back grow these wings, kind of like Death Scythe from Gundam, and I get more badass like pokey bits and like glowy bits, and I also have a scythe as a weapon.
Excellent. And that is formed legitimately in like a second and a half. It is so quick. Nara, Georgiana, you see this and just boom, it's just there. And suddenly, Ryder, you're fine. You're no longer floating in the vacuum space.
Thanks, soldiers.
Gotcha, bud.
I do approve of this upgrade, Ryder. It looks quite nice.
Thanks, Kabuto.
And you see the Weaver he's done. He's just pulling life in, looking to you, Aldris. It just doesn't say anything, but it gives off the emotion of, if you're not gonna help, I'll just turn you into paste. And you can be that star over there. You're more useful to me that way. Fine, you and your friends, whatever. And it's essentially just kind of ignoring you. And you do have this new mech rider, but now you guys can feel yourselves being pulled in to this light, to this center. And the Weaver itself is pushing the light into itself, and its body is warping and warbling. That metal ball is floating with its eyes, and it's all beginning to fold in, just like a black hole pulling all of it into a singular point. Aldris is saying too close to this event will cause you to join him as well.
Well, I will back up, but I want to try to have like magic tug of war with him.
Go for it, yeah.
So maybe he doesn't get all the energy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, a 2.
A 2, not great. Not great.
When the gray aliens asked if I wanted anything, did they mean power?
Define power.
Like telekinesis?
Not like telekinesis, but like they could have given you an apparatus that could have assisted you in a way. Yeah, definitely.
I'm just trying to figure out how I can help Aldris out.
Yeah, while this is happening,
Cool new mech.
Your mech is formed. You guys can feel yourselves being pulled into this collapsing star. Georgiana, what's your reaction? What are you doing now that you've seen Aldris kind of back up and he's trying to pull some of the magic away from this Weaver before he can use it all?
Can I be his personal cheerleader?
You just
Can
gonna cheer him on?
Can I conjure some Aldris magic and try to shoot it at the Weaver to try to distract him?
You very much can. Yeah.
I mean, is there anything else I can do?
Whatever you think you can do, whatever you want to do, now's the time to try it.
I'm with the new upgrades, my right hand of my robot is kind of like my actual hand, so it can shapeshift and shit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shapeshift it into like this like Mega Man blaster, but like cooler looking.
All right.
And I'm gonna get some Aldris magic and like slap it on there. It's gonna like glow yellow and greens, and I'm just gonna go charge up and shoot at the Weaver.
Excellent. And as you're doing that, Jordan, you say you're cheering.
Okay, hang on. I'm having trouble imagining this. Can I directly interfere?
If you'd like to, you're more welcome to try.
So, okay, explain to me what Aldris is doing again.
Aldris is basically trying to pull some of the creation away from this thing. And there's effectively, Aldris, an infinite amount of it. It's pulling from this like center area, but you know he can't take it all. Like whatever he's doing right now, it's there's going to be tons left over.
So is there something that's physically like is it able to be physically pulled, or is it like
there's like a Terran there's like a Terran reality, and it's basically spitting out pure creation. However you define that, atoms, strings. The core of what makes literally everything, there's a Terran reality and it's pouring out from this point.
And Aldris is trying to pull it towards him instead of the Weaver?
Yes.
Do we need to close the chair?
That might assist. You have no idea on how to do that, but was an option.
I mean, I'm a pretty intelligent person.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe I've read some books, you know?
Yeah, would you like to try something?
Yeah, I'd like to see. Well, I guess... Yeah, I want to see if I can try closing the tear.
Okay. What do I have you roll for that then? You're going to roll me crafts, and we'll say you've probably looked into something like this before, and the craft will basically signify your little bots just going over there and effectively, doing their thing and attempting to
Damn.
Scan to see what
re-roll.
they can. Okay.
Did it go? Did it go? No.
Oh, you can just manually roll. Okay.
Damn. All right. Well, you know what?
Better than 2.
Better than 2.
Aldous, did you want to stay with that 2? We'll say Georgiana her like cheering will give you both a +1. So,
Well, no, hang on.
Oh, okay.
Am I able to interact with the creation magic?
Define interact with.
I want to create some baby birds.
Oh my god.
In your current state, no, and you do know that you
God
cannot.
damn it!
You know that you cannot harm the Weaver either. So as you're thinking that, Ryder, you do shoot off this burst, but as you guys remember, you shot the Weaver that allowed you to shoot him, and it just fizzled. Now, this one you did invoke some of Aldris's magic into it, Ryder. It doesn't completely fizzle, but you know you only have so many of these shots. There's only so much you can pull from, and it basically just eats the shot. It's like, was it harmed? I have no idea. It's all difficult to tell. If anything, you gave him more to work with.
Wait, so can I use Aldrich magic to make some birds?
You can definitely try, but you will run out. The thing is, like, you know, Aldous only gave you so much to work with.
All right, in that case, I will go back to the original plan, except I will twist the original plan to attempt to coerce Aldris into using the magic he's pulling out of it to make baby birds.
Why?
You're the last of your kind. You're too pretty to be the
Dead
last.
set on these birds.
Why?
You're treating him like a
I need more winged
like an
people.
endangered species revival.
I technically am.
He's the last of his kind. He is.
But yeah, I wanted to reroll. That's much better. That's a 7 instead.
That's a 7. That's substantially better. Okay. You and Nara, as this all is happening, Aldris, oh, this is going to be some spicy shit. Okay. So he's pulling from this crack, this rift. And as you're pulling, it opens a little, and more comes out than it was intending. During this moment, the Weaver just completely folds into itself, along with this light, along with the ball and the eyes and everything it was working with, and it just kind of blips out of existence for a moment. There's still light, but it's faint. Your bots kind of move in to mend the tear, Nara, but something's borked. And Aldris, you feel this flow. It's not stopping, and you're receiving like more magic and more magic and more, and you feel empowered. It's not the shit that he was messing with. It's not tainted by the Weaver. And as you feel yourself surrounded in this, you feel like you can do anything with it. You could share it. You could hoard it all for yourself. For a moment, Aldris, you feel if there were gods, you would be one. And the light
Baby birds. Baby birds.
Oh my god.
the light flickers back into existence. And suddenly everyone, all the ships are blown back. When I say blown back, I mean we're all shot back far. We can move quickly with the Kabuto and our mechs and everything. We're unharmed. We bounced around a little bit. But it feels like rather than you being pushed by like a force, like space-time is just warping and tearing and physically moving you from here to just to somewhere else almost instantaneously. You feel it in your gut. And you feel a little sick after. And you look back and did Stroy move? Did the planet move too? It all looks weird. Did the Weaver move away from us, or did it move it away from it? We don't know. But the light flickers, and there's just a dead space of nothing in the center.
Is this after I shot or after what Aldris did?
Both. And there's a dead black void of nothing. And from that void of nothing, light surrounds it. Blue light. And around that blue light, the same orange light. And a massive eye made of this pure creation looms now before you.
Oh, good.
And while you can feel this might not be entirely what he intended, this could just be the first step. But it's getting what it wants, and it needs more power.
As in, don't shoot Aldris magic at it?
If you'd like to direct your attention to the Aldris magic, you can see that it's just... You guys know how much you have. You guys know how much ammo you have. It's just going up, though. It's just going up and up and up and up, and you feel like you have an infinite amount of it. As if Aldris can boost you and buff you and effectively do anything he or you can think of.
And then I'll make one baby bird in Gigi's ship. Just one.
What's it look like?
It's basically just mini me.
So a little chicklet Aldris?
Basically, yeah.
Squealing can be heard from my mech.
Can I embalm my mech with Aldris magic? Like, not fuse, but just like use it to like enhance everything about my mech?
You very much can. And not only that, Aldous doesn't even need to tell you this. You all can feel. You've borrowed Aldris's magic before, and it's effectively let you do anything. You only got like 3 shots of it per day, basically, which isn't very much. But now, this Weaver is pulling just from a well of pure creation. It's neither good nor bad, it just is. But Aldris can do the same. Aldris is tapped in, and you can tell Aldris, it's trying to stop you. It's trying to cut off the flow, but it can't. It's flowing to you and the Weaver equally. This tear has not closed or ceased. And Ryder, Nara, and Georgiana, the limitless power that Aldris has had access to, the 3 of you now have access to in an unlimited amount.
I do?
You do.
No.
I mean, we should probably focus on killing the Weaver first.
When
birds.
you say more birds, what do you mean by more birds?
More birds!
All right, you think of more birds, Gigi, and your cockpit just starts filling up with little birds.
Done!
There's
I don't care if they're naked and hairless because they're freshly born. I just want more birds.
You are surrounded.
The ugly version of the birds.
You're surrounded by more
baby
birds.
birds are kind of ugly, let's be honest. Like, they're very cute, but also kind of ugly.
I will save your race, Aldris. Don't worry.
Oh God, please stop.
You're not sure if these are all just birds or just birds, Georgiana, but there's a lot of them. There's a whole bunch of them.
Done. I don't care as long as they're like Aldris.
Can I attack the Weaver?
So, Georgiana, you are overflowed with birds. Before you do that, Mr. Ryder, I'm going to throw a reference at you that you'll instantly understand. Someone's having fun. Time to have more fun. Let me say this really, really quick. So, next week's session is going to be the final session of this Fate game. I want to make sure neither run too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a wonderful lore bomb on you guys. And then we're going to pause and we're going to pick it up next week so that we can finish this fight. I don't know why I said lore bomb, just a bomb in general. A wonderful, fun bomb.
You know, that honestly sounded really thrilling. So I think you could just keep it that way.
Yeah, lore bomb. Big old nasty boy. 2 things. Number 1, because next session will be the final session with this crew, please let me know. You don't have to let me know ahead of time. Just kind of think, Ryder, Aldris, Nara, and Georgiana, where will you end up after whatever is going to happen happens? What's going to be the next thing that you do? Basically, your epilogue. Before that, though, you have a week to think about this next thing. Ryder, Mr. Aldris has been casting hard light shields and weapons and weird things this entire time. There's a certain hero we know that uses hard light. Mr. Green Lantern, yes?
Yeah.
You know how he can just make whatever the hell he wants? Like mechs and shit. You remember Marvel versus DC where he made that giant, like, what the hell's going on? He fights Silver Surfer?
Yeah.
You can do that with your mech. All of you can. So you have a year. Oh my God. You have 1 week. You have a year. Yeah. You have 1 week to think of all this creation magic. Gigi's like, I want birds. You can have birds, Gigi. But Nara, Aldris, Ryder, your mech, it looks really cool. Creature looks awesome. Flying bird looks awesome. And Ryder, you already got a new mech. But we can add things onto it. Size is irrelevant. Power is irrelevant. In terms of rolling, you guys now know that you can harm the Weaver. Factually. It's not going to be rolling a +8 anymore. That +8 signified it was so many tiers above you, nothing you do matters. Nothing. It can pull from an infinite well. You guys are finally, for a moment, on an even playing field. When you do something, it will affect the Weaver now. You know this for a fact, and it knows this, and you can tell Aldris, it's panicked. For a brief moment, something was opened that should not be opened. You're not supposed to have access to this. It was hoarding it, and you're both now receiving an equal amount of infinity. So,
out of curiosity, how are we getting it and not just Aldris?
Well, Aldris has said no to the Weaver over and over and over. And why has he said no to the Weaver over and over? Why don't you want infinite power, Aldris? Why do these people matter to you? For all you know, you live forever. They could be a blip on your timeline. So why do these 3 people matter, Aldris?
Because they're family.
That's why.
Aww.
No, don't say aw.
Aww.
All right, we're shooting the next sequel to, oh my God, I almost called it the wrong thing. Fast and the Furious. You do it for family. Alrighty, so.
Oh, no. No, I take it back.
Fast 9.
I want to join the Weaver.
Fast 10. I don't know where we are now. We're in the future, probably like Fast 97 or something. So with this awesome infinite magic, I will give you guys a week to think of A, where your character ends up, and B, think of the coolest, craziest shit that I've maybe said no to, not mechanically, but like can I do blank with my mech? The answer is going to be yes. I am going to do some absolutely bonkers shit with the Weaver, and I expect you all to meet me the same. So we'll go ahead and pause
I
there.
pretend like I'm Green Lantern.
Bonkers.
Got it.
Yeah, I know that this will be easier for you, Ryder. Basically, like your Green Lantern at his like peak, your peak Green Lantern right now. The rest of you, you don't have to use the hard light. You can literally
Oh, I'm
physically. Yeah, effect. Well, you're the green version. I forgot what it's called, the whale or whatever. Parallax is the yellow one, right? Fear.
Oh, Parallax is Hal Jordan when he got all evil.
Oh yeah. I more so meant like the source of his power, the giant green whale or whatever. I think it's a whale. I could be wrong. They're all different animals. But anyway, you'll have a week to think of some cool
It's just
shit.
a theory, a game theory.
Fired. Going to the black hole. In the black hole with you, right?
Watching.
Get out of here, you fired, kid. Anyway, we're in pause there, and we'll pick it up next week for some absolutely ridiculous shenanigans.